Hello, how are you today? I will discuss top 5 biggest machines in the world. Mankind has harnessed the power of machines to meet the many needs of our society. Today we take a look at the 5 most powerful machines that mankind has ever created. Number 5. Komatsu D575, a super bulldozer. The Komatsu D575A is the largest bulldozer in production and so powerful that it's the preferred machine in surface mining in the US, Canada and Australia. Measuring 38 feet, 5 inches long and 16 feet high, it can move up to 125 cubic yards of material on each pass and dig up to 7 feet deep. The 168-ton vehicle is powered by a 12-cylinder, 4-stroke diesel engine capable of 1150 horsepower. Number 4. The Panzer VIII Maus. The German military devoted enormous resources to the development of powerful weapons and had a special interest in creating the largest war machines ever invented. This led to the development of the Panzer VIII Maus, which remains the largest fully enclosed armored fighting vehicle ever conceived. Only one complete Maus was ever completed and it never saw action, being captured by the Soviets before it was operational. 207-ton vehicle required a crew of 6, which included a commander, gunner, 2 loaders, a driver, and a radio operator. It could reach a top speed of 14 miles per hour over virtually any terrain, but because it was so heavy, it could not use bridges and instead had to cross rivers. It was equipped with a snorkel so it could descend to a depth of 26 feet. The Maus was intended as a breakthrough tank that could punch holes in enemy defenses without taking much damage itself, and would almost certainly have changed the face of war if it had ever been properly pressed into service. Number 3. The Large Hadron Collider. That was the reason for building the Large Hadron Collider, which will allow scientists to confirm the existence of an elusive particle called the Higgs boson. Simply put, the LHC is a particle accelerator designed to accelerate particles to astonishing speeds and, at maximum power, proton through the tunnel is lined with electromagnets to control this process, making it by far the largest machine ever built and one of the most productive. Since its opening in 2010, the 7 detectors have accomplished everything they set out to do and more, and now plans are in motion to replace it with an even larger collider that can further deepen the answers to the questions raised by the LHC's discovery. Number 2. Baird Tunnel Borer. The Alaskan Way. Viaduct is a major transportation artery through Seattle, but after the 2001 Nisqually earthquake, however, it became clear that the double-deck freeway was a safety hazard. Instead of building a new surface street, the decision was made to build a huge tunnel under downtown Seattle to connect the southern part of the city to the north. The result was the 2-mile-long, double-deck State Route 99 tunnel. The problem designers faced in building the tunnel, however, was that there was no machine in the world big enough to do what they needed to do. The 6,700-ton machine had a cutting head diameter of 57.5 feet and was 326 feet long. It cost $80 million and had to be built in special factories in Japan before being shipped to Seattle in 41 pieces and assembled at the entrance to the plant tunnel. Despite some delays, the work was completed in April 2017 because Bertha was no longer needed. At the end of the line, the machine was dismantled and only a few parts remain and are now on display at a local transportation museum to commemorate the enormous effort it took to build the tunnel that millions of people rely on every year. Number 1. The International Space Station. The International Space Station, first launched in 1998. Station isn't the largest machine or vehicle ever built, but it's definitely one of the most impressive things ever designed by mankind, and it has set many records of its own. It's actually the 9th of the 11 space stations that have entered Earth orbit, but it's by far the largest of them all with a modular design, built and operated through international cooperation between most of the nations involved in space exploration. It's an important tool for scientific research, both for studies of the effects of weightlessness and for understanding the wider universe because of its position in orbit. The most impressive record held by the ISS is that it's the fastest moving vehicle in which a human being has ever set foot. That it orbits the Earth in 68 minutes, which means it travels at an astonishing 17,100 miles per hour. Even if it were possible to reach that speed on the ground, you could travel from New York to Sydney, Australia, in just 35 minutes. Subscribe to my YouTube channel Global Target for more and check out some of our other popular videos.